The government of Ethiopia is implementing the macroeconomic reform to stimulate the nation's economy by adopting policies and strategies.
Coupled with
Talking to BBC English, Demis Chanalo, who is an economist, said the decision of macroeconomic reform helps the government to facilitate the nation's economy and helping the private sector to play their fair share.
Government is one of the 5 actors in an open economy. And what we expect from the government is not actually to indulge in production, but to facilitate and regulate the production process, the marketing, and the consumption. So the government, by producing the appropriate production, marketing, and consumption policies. And I think this macroeconomic policy has to target on that one, not actually to create a government which wants to involve itself in the production activities per se. It should be left for the private sector, unless and otherwise the private sector has a problem to start that area of production or service provision.
According to The Economist, the recent macroeconomic reform made by the government is fulfilling necessary steps to support Ethiopia's economy. He elaborated that it's important to see the impact of the recent macroeconomic reform in the nation's economy within a long period of time.
Always you have to know that in policy change, in policy reforms, there are 4 steps. The first step is understanding that there is a problem. Okay. Then the second thing is, once you know the problem, if it is a policy issue, to formulate the policies. And the third one is to implement them. And the fourth one is to see their impacts. It's a very short duration now to judge. Definitely, they said they have identified what the problem was, and therefore they need policy reform. And they made the policy reform, and they have started to implement it. And we have seen some up and downs in the markets of commodities, price hikes, inflation, and other things. But I think this is a short-time phenomenon till everybody recognizes what the reform means and how to deal with it.
Demis underlined that the government should take its responsibility to create a stable market by implementing a list of activities.
Those who have to work to make prices come to a stable and affordable basis have to work their own assignments. For example, on the government side, they have already declared they will go into subsidizing, particularly on the major commodities like fuel, fertilizer, drugs, medicine, so on and so forth. They have to effectively, apply that. You have seen what is happening in the edible oil area. With the short run, there was a shortage, and because of that, the price hike was too much, partly because of the shortage, partly because of the change in the exchange rate regime.
Exercising short-term solutions are also crucial to create some mindset activities for responsible actors to understand what the recent macroeconomic reform decision is, The Economist underlined.